Hello friends, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really hope that you'll consider subscribing to my channel if you're enjoying the instruction that I'm giving you. So today we're going to be talking about up and down bow staccato. Now up and down bow staccato are more advanced bow strokes, so you really shouldn't worry about these bow strokes unless you're at an advanced level playing a piece that requires this, such as Paganini, or you're just curious about it. I'll also do a progression of up bow staccato in the Suzuki repertoire at the end of this video. So you know you want to play up or down bow staccato when you see a bunch of notes with dots over them with a slur over them. I will insert a picture of that right here. So how do you tell the difference between up bow and down bow staccato and ricochet? So because they're the same marking, right? Ricochet is faster notes, say 30-second notes or even 64th notes. For up or down bow staccato, it's usually just 16th notes. So up and down bow staccato, really the same thing, except you're just moving either up bow or down bow. I will say that up bow is easier, so why don't we start with that? So to play up bow staccato, I am basically going to pinch the string with my index finger. And what I mean by pinch is kind of just press down a little bit like that at the beginning of each note and then release. So let me get a little closer so you can really see my index finger. So I press down and then I release. And when I release, that's when you see that movement of my finger because I've released that pressure and my finger is allowed to move freely. I think the main problem when it comes to up bow staccato is really the speed. In a lot of pieces that have up bow staccato, it usually goes pretty fast. So here's a little, I was gonna say hack, a little hack to help you develop your speed with your up bow staccato. This was taught to me in grad school by one of my teachers when I was working on some Paganini and was having trouble with the up bow staccato. Really focus on your ring finger. Focus on keeping a good grip with the bow on the ring finger, and that's gonna help you control the up bow staccato and play faster. Really focusing on my ring finger there. Now, I've heard that some people just have a natural up bow staccato and some people don't. I feel like I'm one of those people that don't, which is totally fine. Again, it's really not used that many places in the repertoire, and say you wanted to audition for like grad school or something, you don't have to pick pieces that have up or down bow staccato in them, right? So I wouldn't really worry too much about it if you can't get this exactly right. So for down bow staccato, it's basically the same thing. I just pinch the string with my index finger and then let it go. Down bow staccato is harder because you're kind of working against gravity. I feel like when you're going up bow, you have a more like pronation here. I'm more balanced towards my index finger and it's easier for me to scoop. But when I'm going down bow, I'm more balanced towards my pinky, which makes it harder for my index finger to scoop. And what I mean by scoop is, again, just that pinching. You can think of it in like a U motion, in like kind of an ice cream scoop, if that helps you visualize it. A really good exercise for practicing up or down bow staccato is Kreutzer number 4, probably the most famous up or down bow staccato exercise. And just with anything, you want to start slowly and then gradually work your way up with the speed, really focusing on a clear, crisp sound and control. Now, you might have seen violinists kind of lift their pinky off of their violin when they're playing up bow staccato. That's totally fine because your pinky is really not that active in this stroke. I feel like players do that so they can feel more weight in their index finger, thus giving a bigger pinch and having a more crisp and clear sound. So now let's talk about the progression of up bow staccato in the Suzuki repertoire. The very first place that we see up bow staccato is all the way back in Book 1 in Minuet 1. I'm talking about these two notes. That happens all the time in Minuets 1, 2, and 3. So we're really preparing the student early here. The next place that we see up bow staccato is in Book 2 in the variation of Long, Long Ago. We still just have 2 notes on the up bow, but it is faster than it was in Book 1. So all of that is up bow staccato. The next place that we see up bow staccato is still in Book 2 in the Beethoven Minuet in the trio. We have 4 notes. So all through there we have up bow staccato. Next place that we find up bow staccato is in Book 3 in the Becker Gavotte. We have 6 notes. And finally, we complete the progression in Book 5, Country Dance, where we have 10 notes. And it goes on. That piece is really good for practicing up bow staccato. If you have any questions about up bow staccato, please drop them below, and thank you so much for watching.